Rich, complex, and incredibly absorbing. If there's one game that'll change your life, this is it.
Can't handle it!
Fancy owning a tropical island? Well, here's the next best thing. Power. Exciting, addictive, and available via a PC near you. If you love the heady dilemmas of black and white but fancy a break from godliness, Tropico is an ideal alternative.
Game for sale.
Right from the word go, you'll be faced with some tricky decisions, including your own identity. Will you be a pop star or an intellectual, a caring leader or a money-grabbing rascal? Once you've chosen your alter ego, it'll be time to get down to business. Running the entire island, you get to control just about everything from factories to nightclubs, but be careful. Whilst the locals will serve you faithfully, start making bad decisions and the entire island will start revolting. Tropico is a polished, well-constructed strategy game which will entertain everyone from casual gamers to serious tycoons. Simple to learn but difficult to master. Don't expect to soak up any sun on this holiday.
Keep concentrating. Here's 2 more awesome adventures. Horror fans, it's time for another blood-sucking treat as Dracula, the Last Sanctuary, has arrived. Controlling the hero John, you must end the vampire's dark reign of terror and restore safety to your city. Sounds simple, but with mind-bending puzzles, 25 hours of gameplay and 13 enemies to destroy, this is no mean feat. So grab that garlic and holy water. You better get them before they get you. So you've saved the universe in Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, but the adventure's not over yet. There's a new expansion pack on its way, so prepare your hazard team for even more dangerous missions.
Game for sale.
Players can now explore some fantastic 3D locations, including the holodeck and shuttle bay. You've also got several new levels to try and a great multiplayer option. Trekkies, you've never had it so good. Still to come, our top 10 greatest online games ever.
Get the latest on Nintendo's sexy square, the GameCube.
And check out the new #1 in our top 10 games from around the world.
And don't forget, when you see these graphics and the buy button, you can purchase the products via telephone and website. You'll never want to play alone again. Here's our top 10 online games. The latest internet-only racer for the PC, Insane, is at 10. Motoring against your mates has never been so thrilling with gorgeous tracks and super fast gameplay. The all-time classic shooter is back with better graphics, bigger weapons and unrelenting action. The explosive Quake 3 Arena is at 9. At 8, it's Daytona USA 2001. Playing against your mates on the arcade version was good, but now you can challenge them from your own bedroom. Evolving from the stunning fantasy series, Ultima Online is still the most detailed mythical world on the web. With over 200,000 subscribers, it's a well-supported 7. At 6, it's the amazing Black and White. The single-player game is fantastic, but get online and you can challenge other would-be gods in some massive multiplayer maps. Taking over Ultima as the best fantasy experience on the net, it's the stunning EverQuest. With hundreds of spells, monsters and incredible graphics, it slashes its way to 5. Okay, the graphics aren't quite as good, but this game's got plenty of other bonuses. Insanely addictive gameplay and fiendishly tricky puzzles takes Choo Choo Rocket to 4. King of the first-person shooters, Unreal Tournament, is at 3. With its superb levels and a great mix of all-out action and stealth, it's the ultimate online blaster. An incredibly detailed world, fantastic monsters and puzzles, and a translator allowing people across the globe to play together. The revolutionary Phantasy Star Online is at 2. But strategically placed at 1, it's the phenomenal Counterstrike. Probably the most popular internet-based game ever, its anti-terrorist action simply can't be beat.
Taking a trip into another reality, it's the Focus. For an unparalleled online adventure, you won't get much better than the Dreamcast Phantasy Star Online.
Game for sale.
Together with 3 other companions, you must take on a series of quests in one of the most detailed worlds ever seen on a console. From collecting artifacts to battling massive beasts, the action never lets up. Best of all, though, is the game's translator. This enables players to communicate with almost anyone in the world. So if you decide to team up with players from Japan, Spain, and Germany, you'll be able to give commands to each other effortlessly. The best internet game for any console, Phantasy Star Online is an amazing experience. So what are you waiting for? A fantastic new world awaits.
Still crave more multiplayer mayhem? Well, here's 2 more. If you enjoy fighting as a team online and Counterstrike is becoming a little familiar, why not try the awesome Tribes 2?
Game for sale.
There are loads of different modes to choose from, and the gameplay is always fast. And as some matches can have 60 or more players involved, expect plenty of exhilarating battles. Combat on a more strategic level now with the classic Red Alert 2.
Game for sale.
Whilst there are plenty of strategy titles with excellent multiplayer modes, we still think this is the best. With great new units and some brilliantly designed maps, you'll be commanding those armies for months.
Mario and his mates are back in big. The setting, the Electronic Entertainment Expo Los Angeles, and it was here that the magic came back to video gaming. After much excitement, games giant Nintendo finally unveiled to the West its next-generation super console, GameCube. Legendary designer Shigeru Miyamoto led the proceedings by personally showcasing 2 games, the spooky cartoon-style adventure Luigi's Mansion and the incredibly addictive and wacky title Pikmin. Pikmin stars a spaceman and a family of ants. You can control up to 100 of them and must use them to return stuff to your spaceship without being gobbled up by the planet's hostile creatures. Shigeru announced 13 other new titles for the GameCube's Japanese launch, including Super Smash Bros. Melee, Star Fox Adventures Dinosaur Planet, and Star Wars Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2. Apart from the standard GameCube controller, Shigeru showed us the new wireless pad 2 called a Wavebird. He also showed off the GameCube's cute DVD-ROM discs. The same size as a CD single, these babies pack in 3 times more than a normal CD with virtually no load time. Okay, it's powerful, but aren't everyone's machines? We want to know what really makes it stand out.
Other companies are talking about machines that do all kinds of things, omnibus devices. The Nintendo GameCube is designed to do one thing and one thing only, but to do it perfectly, and that's to play great games.
Okay, corporate bloke, enough from you. Let the games do the talking. Here's the only GameCube footage in the world released by Nintendo. Enjoy! What a jip! Unfortunately, that's where the tape ends. That GameSchart snuck into an exclusive presentation and shot loads more. Run, VT! GameCube will be released in Japan this September, USA in November, and Europe early 2002. But there's more! In an unprecedented move, it has allowed electronics giant Panasonic to make its own version of the GameCube. Not only does it look fabulous, but it doubles up as a DVD player and a hi-fi. Now that's what we call sexy.
We'll have more on the GameCube coming soon, but now it's time to discover that new #1 in the all-format top 10. Still boogieing away at 10, it's The Sims House Party, with loads of new items to play around with and plenty of cool characters. Like an annoying guest, this expansion pack just won't go away.
From From roller coasters to rubbish, you'll get to manage everything in Theme Park World. With tons of rides to create and the ability to take them all for a spin, it remains at 9.
He's big, he's bad, and he's the only man left in the universe. With a horde of angry aliens to defeat and plenty of lovely ladies to impress, Duke Nukem Land of the Babes blasts in at 8.
At 7, it's MTV Music Generator 2. Creating an awesome album has never been easier. With thousands of samples and a control system even your gran could learn.
Battling away at 6, it's that cartoon classic, The Simpsons Wrestling. Everyone from Marge to Krusty the Clown is here, all battling to become king of the ring.
I'm Homer the Macho Man Tipton, and I'm gonna eat you alive.
Do you want to be a good or evil god? What kind of creature will you raise, and will you ever want to return to reality? These are just some of the questions you'll face in the stunning black and white at 5.
Black and white creatures may be amazing, but I bet they can't ride a BMX like this. Entering the chart at 4, it's the acrobatic Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX.
So you think you're tough, do you? Well, grab that flashlight, load your gun, and test your nerve in one of the scariest games in years. The sinister Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare, is at 3.
It's hard to believe, but Pokemon Gold and Silver has fallen to 2. After a seemingly invincible reign at the top, could this be the start of its downfall, or will it return next week?
So here it is, the brand new number 1.
Whilst Japan has Gran Turismo 3, the rest of us PS2 owners have been desperate for a decent driving game. Fortunately, the long wait is over, as Formula 1 2001 has arrived.
Game for sale.
As usual, you've got a championship mode for more professional drivers, whilst the quick race option allows the impatient to get racing immediately. Whatever mode you choose, the graphics and sound effects are brilliant. From Monza to Monaco, every track has been painstakingly recreated and the cars look better than the real thing. Your competitors have also improved, with each of the 30 drivers acting uniquely. Apparently, the long-running series has already sold over 5.5 million copies, and with these improvements, it looks set to continue. Could there be more changes at the top? Here's 3 that are on the move.
If you want the fright of your life, you'll find all the shocks and spooks you could ever want in Clive Barker's Undying.
Game for sale.
Set in a crumbling Irish mansion, you must roam round its creepy halls, solving puzzles and blasting all the evil creatures you find. And trust us, they are nasty. Using your spells and weapons wisely is essential, not for the faint-hearted.
On a far lighter note, here's the cast of the Phantom Menace, miniaturized and stuck in a load of futuristic hovercarts. Sounds strange, but Star Wars Super Bombard racing is great fun.
Game for sale.
With loads of colourful courses to get to grips with and a great range of weapons, younger gamers will love it. It's even got Darth Vader as a bonus character.
A bit of serious speeding now with London Racer. Taking part in an illegal rally inside the city, you've got to shake off the police as well as outperform your opponents to succeed.
Game for sale.
Win enough races and you'll get to upgrade your car and even enter the decidedly tricky luxury car league. Best of all, though, you get to drive a Mini.
That's all the games for you this week, but before we go, it's competition time.
Who needs a set of decks when you can create top tunes on your very own PS2? MTV Music Generator 2 has everything a budding DJ needs. For a chance to win one of 5 copies, answer this question.
Which of these groups is famous for its dance tracks? Is it A, Bentley Rhythm Ace, B, Fiesta Groove Asylum, or C, the Skoda Swing Kings? If you think you know, email us at this address.
Well, that's it for this show, but here's what's coming up next week.
Find out why E3 is the greatest game show in the world.
We check out our top